Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you guys about how to stop wasting time. So guys, time is your biggest asset in life. It's more valuable than your money, your energy, and those things are important. But without time, what are we gonna do, right? We can't accomplish the goals we want or achieve the ideal we want if we're not utilizing the time that we're given, right? So Bruce Lee has a famous saying that if you love life, don't waste time, because time is what life is made up of, right? So your time is your most valuable asset. And to the degree that you waste your time is to the degree that you'll feel misery, pain, sorrow, suffering, and experience poverty and all the other things associated with wasting time, right? So a lot of people you guys know, people waste time on stupid things, pornography, video games, and those are some of the things I struggled with. Scrolling through social media, going on dating apps, going out, going to party with people, right? So there are 1,000,001 distractions in the modern world, and Netflix, TVs, movies, sports, like there are like so many distractions, or even some like more subtle things, like let's say like you have friends, right? And you guys go out bowling, or you guys go to the baseball game, or and like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. But like I said, doing things of that nature on a very consistent basis is a good way to, like I said, waste time and get yourself out of a routine. And you guys have to realize that time, if you waste your time, you're literally dying. Like it's sad I mean, we're all going to the grave, right? But realistically speaking, you're carving an early death by wasting your time, because you're gonna make it harder for yourself later on if you decide to get your act together, because you wasted 10, 15, 20 years on stupid things, like I said, video games, pornography, going out with people that don't serve you, what the list goes on. But it's very important to just be aware of the value of your time and make adjustments accordingly, right? So, and guys, listen, I don't want to come off as sounding like someone who's basically like, oh, you can't have fun, or you can't enjoy yourself once in a while, or you can't do the things that you enjoy or that you get pleasure from, right? But what I am trying to say is that, like, you have to understand that you cannot live a life of spontaneity and fun. And that's really what wasting time comes down to, right? Because like I said, especially as a man, now as a woman, you have some leeway, because women can always like find a guy to, hold them down and take them seriously, no matter how bad they screw up. But unfortunately, as a man, like you have a duty to perform. You have a burden of performance. So if you don't perform, if you don't figure out how to achieve financial success, or you don't figure out how to have good health, or just be competent in any degree, then you're not going to be respected by women. You're not going to have friends. And it's going to be a very miserable life. And like I said, no one wants that. No one wants that. No one wants to be lonely. No one wants to be fat. No one wants to be broke. No one wants to be sick, right? We all want to be happy, healthy. We want to have loving relationships, right? So you have to figure out what to do with your time, right? And one thing I can say, I'll give you a tip here, and I'm not really going to go into too many like tips, but one thing that helps me not waste time is starting off the morning with a good like routine. Like, I mean, obviously when I work like my 5 days, I just go straight to work. But when I have my 2 or 3 days off, what I'll do is I'll get up and I purposely will not touch my phone. I will absolutely not touch my phone, right? So I'll get up, maybe I'll do some chores, maybe I'll fold some clothes, maybe do my dishes or whatever, or put my dishes away. Maybe I'll do a little bit of sweeping. Then I'll jump into some stretching, right? And then when I finish with that, I'll go for a walk, get some sunlight, right? And then when I come back, guess what? I'm in a better state of consciousness, right? I have more energy, right? And I'm not starting off the day scrolling on social media or watching naked girls online, right? So I have a positive start to the day, and then the rest of the day, it's like it kind of just carries itself on, just to things that are a priority, right? Like uploading YouTube videos, right? Working on a sales blueprint, going to the gym. Like I have things that I structure, and that's the thing too, is I really think that if you, now I'm not saying you got to be like a freak about it, but I think having like structure, and it's not going to be perfect because you're going to have wiggle room. Some days you're not going to need certain things in your routine. Like you just, maybe like for one day, maybe you don't need to go for a walk, or you don't need to do meditation, or you don't need to go to the gym, but maybe you need to journal. Maybe you need some time to contemplate. Maybe you need to go out and get some sunlight, right? So it just differs day to day, but you need things that provide value to you in some degree, right? Whether it's learning, whether it's you're enhancing your health, whether it's your relationship, right? You have to have things in your life structured in your day when you have, like I said, when you have free time. Obviously, if you work, I mean, you don't need to do this as much, but when you have your days off, you need to structure things in your routine and have a routine about it, have a routine mindset about it. Because if you're not structured, by default, you're gonna fall into chaos, right? There's order and chaos. So if there's no order, right, which is your daily routine, then you're gonna fall into chaos, and you're gonna have too much free time. And like I said, idle hands do the devil's work. So if you have idle hands, or you don't, if your mind's not engaged in something, or you don't have something you're focused on, your mind is by default going to be destructive and do things that are, like I said, most likely pleasure seeking, right? So, and that's where you waste your time, your energy, etc. So having a routine is paramount, guys. You have to develop a routine. And like I said, it's going to be different for all of you. I don't know, everyone's different. Everyone has different goals and whatnot. But by default, you got to have things that you can schedule in your day. Like I said, reading, uploading YouTube videos. For me, it's going to the gym, going on a walk, stretching, yoga, doing house chores, right? So my day, I'm not saying I'm like I'm getting those things done all in a synchronistic order, but there are things in my day that keep me, I have something, like if I have let's say I complete 2 or 3 tasks, right, in the morning. Okay, I might take a break for like 30 minutes or an hour, but at least I have something I can look forward to doing for the day. So it's not like, okay, I have nothing else to do now, let me just, like I said, do something that's gonna waste time, right? So it's hard, like it's not, because like I said, our brains are so accustomed to like having so much stimulation, and like we expect so much pleasure because we've been accustomed to it through, like I said, junk food, video games, porn, scrolling on social media, that it's like in the beginning it's kind of difficult because your brain isn't used to getting that like medium level of dopamine from these activities. But once you get accustomed to it, once you do it, once you're consistent with it, it becomes a lot easier, and you end up really not wasting much time. I mean, yeah, maybe like me, like if I have a scheduled day where I'm on point, maybe an hour or 2 hours before I go to bed, maybe I'll hop on YouTube and watch a document, or maybe I'll watch some Twitch, or maybe I'll do something where my mind can just relax. But I'm not gonna sit there and do that in the middle of the day when I need to be accomplishing my goals and focused on doing things that matter, right? So you have to know there's a time and a place for everything. I'm not saying you gotta be a rigid like monk and just be serious and super disciplined all the time, but you can't waste your time during the most like prime hours of the day on stupid things, right? Save that for later when all your work's done, right? So yeah, guys, that's it. I hope you got some value out of this. Don't waste time. Time is the most valuable asset. So yeah, that's it. That's all, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And as always, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.